if I see that a video is attracting more men, I private that shit real quick. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. Today we're going to talk about my first ever 4-figure brand deal, and we're going to include some BTS shots as well. I'm filming this for two reasons. Actually, let me get my mic. Give me a second. Let me get my mic. It's my first time using this, guys. I've been fiending to use it. Anyway, I'm filming this for two reasons. Number one is I do want to document this milestone. It is my first ever 4-figure brand deal, and I'm very passionate about content creation. So I just felt like I should immortalize this moment through a YouTube video. And then I also want to share some lessons that I've learned that I think have gotten me to this point, because if you know me on my other social media platforms, I have 2K on TikTok and 8K on Instagram, so not even 10K, and I'm able to land a 4-figure brand deal. So I'm very proud of myself, and I think that there's some lessons that I've learned over the past 2-3 years that have helped me get to this point. So for anybody who's interested in what I've learned and who wants to maybe accomplish something similar as a micro influencer, I'm sharing some lessons that I think got me here. So if it's not in the title, the brand deal that I'm partnering with for this is Primera. It's a health insurance company, and they are mostly targeting people in Washington. But first, let me give you context on how it happened and all of the good stuff. So lesson number one, I guess, that I'm going to share is I always put my email in all of my social media platform. It's literally the first or second line on my social media page is my email. And they reached out to me, and they explained that the reason that they reached out was because my audience seemed to be primarily Washington based. I'm in Seattle, Washington. And this campaign was focused on residents of Washington, people living in Washington state. Another thing that they were looking for is that they were looking for creators that have a highly engaged audience. And I attribute my highly engaged audience to my series, Where to Find Ninjas in Seattle. Those videos get a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments, and that just boosts my, that just boosts my engagement overall. And I do want to thank you so much for that. If you are part of my Instagram or TikTok community, thank you so much for engaging with my content. The major point I'm trying to make, or the first thing I learned with this brand partnership, is that although I'm considered a micro influencer, brand are valuing engagement more than they are valuing followers or number of followers, which brings me naturally to my content and engagement strategy. So the first thing that I've learned on how to create a more engaged community is to not look at the number of views your videos make, but look at the number of followers. So if I give you an example, I'm going to put like the example here, but I have this TikTok video that I posted. The video was, I believe that kitten heels are more painful than 5-6 inch heels, which is a bit contrarian, or a bit against the grain. And because it was a little bit, I guess, controversial, because why would you prefer kitten heels, or why would you prefer 6-inch heels over kitten heels? It has like 133K views right now. But although I have 133K views, like probably my most views on my page, it only gave me 12 followers. Now, here's another example of another video that I posted, which is my curated vlog. And it was basically tied into like Where to Find Ninjas in Seattle. That video has like 20K views, right? So not even a quarter of the Kitten Heels video, but it gave me 300 followers. So that's like a good example. Like I always try to recreate content that gives me more followers, even if it has less views, because the views are like a vanity metric, I guess. It's like it looks good, but it doesn't actually generate the followers that you need. So I always look at numbers of followers over number of views. One last thing that I should mention is I also look at the type of followers that I'm gaining. So my sweet spot is I want to attract mostly women aged between 22 to 35 or older, but if I see that a video is attracting more men, I private that shit real quick. I don't want a predominantly male audience. And so that's why the series like Where to Find Ninjas in Seattle is so perfect for me, because it just attracts like-minded individuals. And like I said, I'm focused on growing a community and not necessarily a following. So I'm just kind of like more intentional with what I post, how I post, and who I'm engaging with, if that makes sense. Now let's talk about the campaign itself. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't expect my first ever big brand deal to be with a health insurance company. So the first thing I did was actually hit up my friend Tando. She's a creative director, stylist, and just overall a very well-rounded creative. So I was like, if somebody can help me with this, it's Tando. And what we did is that we storyboarded the campaign and we came up with 4 shots. The first one was, okay, if you're new to Seattle or you're a young adult, most likely you're gonna look at things on the internet, you're gonna look at reviews and so on and so forth. So the first shot was me on the Kinwa website, looking at the reviews, looking at the doctors, so on and so forth. The second shot is me reading the pamphlet. So me in a waiting room, like very happy with everything that they're offering in the pamphlet. I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing. And those 2 shots were filmed in my house. The third shot was me actually walking into the Kinwa clinic. And we decided to choose that shot of me walking into the clinic because that's literally what would happen in real life, right? You go on the website, you like what you see, you get more information through the pamphlets, and then you actually book an appointment and go to the clinic. And I actually filmed some footage there, so I'm gonna include it right now. Not us shooting my first 4-figure campaign.
Let's go. Of course there.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. My assistant slash creative director slash stylist slash brainstorming partner. Driver. And then the last shot is like, okay, you've seen the doctor, they've prescribed you with medicine and you can just go and pick it up. So the last shot was me going to CVS, and Tando really wanted to have a third party, like somebody else in the shot, so that it's more visually stimulating, so that not all of them are just shots of me. Anyway, we finished our 3rd shot at the primary care location. Now we're gonna do our last one, which is gonna be at CVS. Like I got my diagnosis, I need to go pick up my medication pretty much. But Tando wants us to ask somebody like to be in the shot with us.
Yes.
I feel shy, but she's saying like it just adds more dimension if there's another person.
Yeah, rather than having you in every slide.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully they say yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and even if they don't, I think we got
okay.
enough shots. It's fine.
Am I?
Stressing me out. She wants me to ask these people to be in an ad.
Yeah. Honestly, what's the worst they could say? No. And then what do? We leave.
Now I'm getting her food.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that was it. Like in 2 hours we had all the shots we needed, and it was just like crazy to think like, wow, 2 hours of work and I get a 4-figure paycheck. Like what? That's insane. Overall, I was very happy with working with the brand. What I'm gonna do next is once I post this, I'm gonna send them a thank you note and follow them on LinkedIn because I really want them to keep me top of mind. I actually have other deals like in the works right now, and again, couldn't be here without you and your support and your engagement. So once more, thank you so much for that. But these are kind of like the little tidbits, tips, learning lessons that I've had as a part-time content creator that I think have helped me get here, and I'm fully confident that this is just the beginning and there's going to be more brand deals and partnerships in the future, and I hope this was helpful for anybody who's interested in, you know, accomplishing similar things as a part-time, full-time content creator, micro-influencer, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you in the next one. There's going to be a video next week, I promise. I'm trying to get back on my YouTube grind, so I'll see you next week.